Hope you're well. If you're curious about what's on my screen, stick around till the end. Another educational video from the Trading Robots site, where robots trade with you. Unlike robots are in front of you. In this educational video, we're going to talk about one of the trading assistant robots called Team 45. It's the best trading assistant we've ever recommended and coded. Now, we'll go to the chart to see why. Check out our website to see the other robots. And if you have any questions, reach out to our Telegram support. Let's start. What has probably happened to you so far is in front of you. Robots. In this educational video, we want to talk about one of the trading assistant robots called Team 45 robot. I can tell you that it is the most comprehensive trading assistant that we have ever recommended and coded. Now, let's go to the chart and you will see why. Check out our website to see the other robots. And if you have any questions, our Telegram support is here for you. I won't take up more of your time. So let's get started. After you've checked out the Team 45 trading assistant robot and seen the previous video I made, which provided a general overview, that's the prerequisite for watching this video. So you know what the whole setup is about. You've read the explanations and seen the other educational videos, and if you've subscribed and purchased the robot, it will be added to your chart in the indicators section, and you'll get access in the invite only section. The robot will simply appear on your screen. It's not going to have any special settings either. As soon as you click, you'll see this exact screen, and all our settings are very simple, just like everything else. Alright, let me adjust the lighting a bit. It got better. Alright, let's go. This robot identifies divergences for 45 indicators and signals across 5 lengths, 25, 70, 35, and 14 candles. It analyzes 280 candles quickly. It's for all markets and time frames. In 4 seconds, it analyzed 45 indicators, 1,200 past candles, drew trend lines, identified divergences, and marked entry points. Sugar, 1 minute time frame, anything. It analyzes 280 candles instantly. Now, let's check Ethereum on a 15-minute chart. I'll also look at Ethereum on a 1-minute chart. In 4 seconds, 45 indicators analyze 1,200 past candles and mark entry points. Want to trade Forex? Let's go into Forex. Divergence works across all time frames, on all coins. With a 4-second delay, within 4 seconds, 45 indicators came to you. They analyzed the past 1,200 days of the market, drew trend lines, determined the swings, wrote the stop loss for you, and gave you the entry arrow. Now you want to write Forex. No problem. Let's go to Forex. Sugar. 1-minute time frame. Anything. Any amount. Let's do it again in 3 to 4 seconds. It works here too. We can work with higher time frames, no problem. Divergence is something that works across all time frames, on all coins. In just 5 seconds, it analyzes 1,200 candles in a way that if a human were to do it, I'd say it would take about 2 weeks, with 45 indicators. The daily time frame works great across all time frames, but since I'm into crypto myself and have a thing for Bitcoin, let's check out Bitcoin. On a 30-minute time frame on Binance, I've come here and written down the text to start for you. I was reviewing the robot and thought I should share this with you. I usually prepare a monthly performance report from the robots I use myself. Even though we trade with them in our team, we also gather a report on different coins at the end of each month. We take a look at how everything has been going, because we constantly update and tweak these. I'll take it from the robots. We trade with them. I noticed Bitcoin on a 30-minute chart has given several take profit signals. The candle shadow must touch the trend line, above, below, or on the central line. I was looking at Bitcoin on a 30-minute chart and noticed that since the beginning of June, which was just last month, in these past 9 days, it has given several signals, and they've all been take profit signals. Now I want to switch to replay mode so we can go through it together. But first, let's understand the rules for when we enter a trade. There are 3 conditions. The shadow of the candle, like right here, needs to touch the trend line, either above or below the trend line or the central line. The more divergences there are, the stronger the divergence is. The more lines that are showing divergences, meaning the more lengths we're analyzing, the stronger the divergence will be. Here, we'll enter on the close of this candle. The candlestick shadow, like here, is giving us a new trade. The candlestick shadow has to meet the moving average either above or below the moving average, or the center line. As for divergences, the stronger the divergence is, the more lines showing divergences, more lengths analyzed, the stronger the divergence will be. Enter on candle close. We're taking a short position, stop loss above highs. The stop loss is very tight, taking previous candle's high. Set risk-reward ratio, wait for take profit. Keep position open, watch video. On 30-minute time frame, we'll share results. Trading rules, 3 rules. Touch trend line, confirm divergences, enter on candle close. When candle closes above, divergence arrow appears. Enter on close. Stop loss at previous high for long or below for short. Note, long shadow indicates strength. Be more confident here. Short shadow is fine, gives confidence. Trading rules. Touch trend line, confirm divergences, enter on candle close. When candle closes above, divergence arrow appears. Enter on close. Stop loss at previous high for long or below for short. Note, long shadow indicates strength. Be more confident here. Short shadow is fine, gives confidence. If candle moves outside line and closes up, don't enter. Indicates opposite strength. Future video on trading opposite. For now, don't enter. A long shadow indicates strength, boosting confidence. If the candle moves outside the line and closes up, avoid entering. This shows opposite strength. Let's start from January 1st. I mistakenly said June. Switch to replay mode and proceed step by step. If the candle moves outside the line and the shadow hits, we don't enter. This indicates strength in the opposite direction. For now, we avoid entering. Let's go to January 1st. Start replay mode from here. Let me show the entry rules for our trades. Well, without further ado, let's move on to the 1st of January. Here, the 1st of June was wrong, and we'll put it in replay mode. We'll start playing it, one by one, moving forward together. The code is heavy, it will load in 5 seconds. Let's move forward. Here are the entry rules for our trades. The market is open. We'll keep going back to it. Let's go through the candles. You'll see it's calculating the divergence. When conditions met, it touched the trend line. The candles showed divergence with several divergences. One of them, the number is good, small shadow. We'll enter on close, set stop loss above highs, set a risk-reward ratio. Alright, we're starting to go through the candles one by one. You can see it's calculating the divergence in real time. Here, we had a touch on the trend line, and the candle has shown divergence. There are quite a few divergences, right? Just one of them, but the number is really good. The shadow is small, but that's okay. We'll enter on the close and set the stop loss just above the highs. Let's set a risk-reward ratio and see what happens. It comes in 2 seconds, not control. I have divergence indicators. It's come back to that divergence and is going up per our strategy. It doesn't fit. We want to secure profits. And it's not touching our trend line. There's a gap. Mark this zone here. You see, there's a gap. It hasn't touched our trend line. Trend line contact is crucial for these strategies, similar to the banking strategy models. Gap not touching trend line is key. We see a touch divergence. For these strategies, just like in banking strategy, I came up with a banking strategy robot. I said several models. This is it. Let's keep moving forward, moving forward, moving forward. We've identified a touch on the trend line here, and we also have a divergence. We'll enter on the close and set the stop loss just above the previous highs. In just 2 seconds, it comes in and hits. Let's tighten this up a bit. We have a risk-reward ratio of 1.5. For these half-hour time frames, this one has been correct. If you take a leverage of 10, you can calculate it yourself. With a leverage of 10, it becomes 16. An excellent counter signal hit. That central line, the trend line, as mentioned. We have a line above, a line below, and a middle line diverging. Names are listed. Enter at candle close, stop loss below. Aim for 1.5. Risk reward. Not entering. It misses the upper trend line. Check chart post-purchase. Important. Increase image quality on OPRAT for better viewing. Trend line changes later. Don't matter. Focus on the moment. Trend line turns nicely, drawn in real time. Contact moment is key. Avoid trades if the upper trend line isn't touched. Check the chart post-purchase. Enhance image quality on Operat for clarity. If the trend line shifts later, focus on the current moment. The trend line turns and draws in real time. Contact is crucial. In replay mode, some points don't count. A strong close above doesn't meet conditions. Remember these. We revisit points. They don't meet criteria. High shadow, no close above. Long shadow shows divergence. 3 lines indicate it. It's visible. Divergence is shown, but not touching the line. It's below. As noted, if the candle moves outside the trend line, we don't trade. This indicates a strong drop when outside. For instance, it doesn't count. Remember these conditions. This is the condition we want, but it's not giving it. The shadow is high, no close above. It gave a long shadow, showing divergence. 3 lines show divergence. It's shown divergence, not touching the line. Below the line. In notes, if the candle moves outside the trend line, we don't trade. Indicates a strong drop outside. In notes, if the candle moves outside the trend line, we don't trade. Indicates a strong drop outside. You can see it easily. It's shown divergences, but it's not touching the line. It's below the line. Remember, I mentioned in the notes that if the candle moves outside the trend line, we don't take the trade. This indicates a strong drop when it moves outside. And you can see that we had a drop. We're setting it up again. This trend line has turned. Previously, we were below it. Pay attention to the details. I'm moving quickly to keep the video concise. Here, we have another touch on the trend line, showing divergence on the close across 3 lengths. You see 3 colors, but sometimes labels are big, so colors might not be visible. Check the number of lines here. We'll enter, set the stop loss below, and aim for a risk-reward ratio of 1.5. It should hit easily. We won't enter here because, although it touched, the candle is above, indicating an upward trend. We can take the opposite. See how well the price increased. We won't take these because they're above the line. It's simple. I've worked with the robot, and it's enjoyable. Here, we have another touch. Let me go back a couple of steps to show you the touch. Candle touched above, showing an upward trend. Price increased. We can actually take the opposite of these. You see how much? The price has increased. We won't take these because they're above the line. It's really simple. I've worked with the robot, and it's enjoyable. Here we have another touch. Let me go back a couple of steps to show you the touch. Here, we have a touch. The shadow is long, but the candle isn't above. We close below. It comes back to divergence, and we'll enter on the close. Set the stop loss just above the highs. Now we're back. Shadows are small, but that's okay. Your stop loss will be smaller too. Enter these. Some will. I'm back. We had a touch. Shadows are small, but that's okay. Stop loss is smaller too. Enter these. Some hit, some stop out. Small shadows are riskier. Let's see what happens. It played around a lot because the shadow is small, but it hits the target again. This was the current candle, since it was open. I said let's see what happens. No need to worry about this one. That's it from our replay. Count 6 weeks. First week gave a trade on half-hour time frame. 1 minute, hourly, weekly time frames. This was the current candle. We won't worry about this one. The 1 minute, hourly, and weekly time frames give signals. There was a heavy drop on the 1 minute time frame. Follow us on Operat. That's right, the first week. Trit hit us on the half-hour time frame. You should know this. They give you a 1 minute, hourly time frame every week. Now I'll prove it to you. Look at the 1 minute time frame. Look at the number of signals they give. This is beautiful. It's clear that there's been a heavy drop from here, the 1 minute time frame. Now we checked in the half hour. This week, it gave us a first-class signal. The target was hit that week. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. I'll also post this on the product page. Please like the videos. And follow us on Operat to check out the rest of the videos. We've also made videos about other robots. If you've watched the videos and read the site, and if you have any questions or need some advice, feel free to message me on Telegram. We can have a friendly chat, and I'll guide you. Until the next video, take care. If you've watched the videos and read the site, and if any questions come up or you need some advice, feel free to message me on Telegram. We can have a friendly chat, and I'll guide you. Until the next video, take care.